Hey friends, it's Mona with Rock City Tumblers. I know I haven't been live in eons, and I thought I would just stop on, and I was gonna bling this little part of the belt of this real fast. Let me see if I can pull up on my computer so that if anybody does join and comment, I can see that. And my husband does not know that I'm going live, so if he pops in, I'll have to tell him. So, sorry, I could have had this. It's been so long. I have been messing with my 3D printers all day, trying to get them to work right. And, okay. Right, I can see on my computer. Oh, that went better than last time. So, some quick blinging updates. Well, if you haven't followed me, because I don't have anything really followable, I now have two 3D printers, and I'm learning all that fun stuff. Had them for just over a year now, and pretty trying to focus a lot on just tumbler stuff and diamond art and rhinestone tools, things like that, because that's what I use. And so like I 3D printed this little drink holder, and then I added rhinestones to it, so it sits on my desk and I drink my one Mountain Dew out of it every day. I also have some really awesome Lazy Susans on my Etsy shop. So if you're a diamond art person, diamond painting, or if you do a lot of rhinestoning, you might want to check that out. It's a great way to sort your rhinestones. I use my Lazy Susans for when I kit up, like if I'm working on one project, then I'll use it to organize all of the numbers and letters, and then when I'm done with that one project, I dump all of them into a Ziploc bag, and then I start over. So anyway, all that's on my Etsy, and there's a video that shows, you know, how they work and why my Lazy Susan is a little bit better than the one that the first draft that is sold on another Etsy page, and I think Temu is now selling it as well. But if you do get those, I have some other accessories that you can buy that I 3D printed that that will work with yours. So if you need an upgrade for what you already have, let me know. So one of the things that I've been tinkering with, I love my crystal katana, but when the tip gets pretty blunt, it is hard to see, especially the tiny rhinestones. So I've been experimenting with different tips on the end here than what came with it. So these are needles. This is in gauge 14. And this one works pretty good. This is a little bit too big. This is 10 gauge. I'm gonna have to try to 3D print some actual pin to hold these, but this one will fit inside of the crystal katana. I think. Maybe I lied. I've just been using it. Let's see. Yeah. See, it's the green one. So the reason I like doing this is because, where are you? That little hole right there that won't focus is a little bit bigger than the one that comes with it. And so I have found that it will hold a little bit of the tacky from the diamond art. So I just use what comes in the kits. This was some Gorilla Glue tack stuff that doesn't work right, so I just probably throw that away. I do put it in my Lazy Susans when I mail them out, just so you could try it. That way you're not buying a whole container like I did when you don't like it. So you can see how much I've jabbed it. So, and it just holds a little bit of the putty. And let me see. So this is what comes with the diamond art. And so you can see that this, what was it, 14 gauge is a little bit smaller than the typical standard part that comes with the diamond art. So I like this, especially for rhinestoning. So, and I haven't really found that the putty leaves a lot of residue on the rhinestones, but that's just me. So here's my bottle. The Crystal Ninja logo is completely worn off. I use super tight fusion tack for all of my rhinestones projects. You can get it at Hobby Lobby. It's usually up by the front now. It's not back by the glue, but it could be back by the glue now. I haven't been in a minute, but this is all I use. I like that it goes on white and dries clear, so that you can see when it's starting to dry, because it starts to turn clear. But I haven't had a single problem with it. Love it, love it. Been rhinestoning for like 3-4 years now. So you can also get it on Amazon, but I think it's cheaper if you get it at Hobby Lobby. So then I transfer it into this little bottle. This one came from the Crystal Ninja. It's the best one that I found so far. Of course, the Crystal Katana is awesome too. So, and then I keep this stainless steel. It's really important that you get a stainless steel pin in the nozzle to keep the glue from drying out. I mean, it still dries out from time to time where you have to clean it out, but it is what it is. So I was going to show you, so I was going to just try to start blinging just the gold. So this is a 3D printed it. I got the file off of Maker World, and so these are kind of all the rage right now. Excuse me. These are soap holders for one of the Bath and Body Works pump soap dispensers, like you put in your bathroom, that kind of stuff. And so you can see that the outline here is perfect for it to fit in. Side note, I have not actually gone and gotten our pump and put it in there. I think my husband's coming in. So I technically don't know if this exact one works. I should probably test it before I start blinging, but I'm going to have some blind faith on this. So you'll probably start seeing these everywhere. They have all sorts of different designs. There's gingerbread men, there's Rudolph, there's Santa hats. You know, I'm sure they'll make other holidays and stuff, but I mean, this is like clogging up the Maker World webpage because there's so many of them being printed. This one did not take a whole long time to print. As you can see, it was 1, 2, 3, 4 different colors. So I was able to print side by side on my 2 printers, and it printed pretty quickly. So, I mean, and it's super cute by itself, but I feel like it would just elevate it if we could take a few minutes and add some bling to this gold belt. So that's what we're going to do. So I have a bunch of gold rhinestones. These probably came from Amazon. I've had these quite a long time. So we're going to see what fits. Always try to start with the largest. So we're going to do the SS20s. And so I'm just going to get a few out. This container, I think it came with a craft supply or rhinestone storage like binder thing. You can look on my videos. I did a review of it, and so it's nice and secure. Your rhinestones won't fall out. You can't even open the lid unless you mash that purple thing in to where it will unlock. So I just got a few SS20s out. This desk pad is super old, but I've had it forever. It's a neoprene desk pad, so those are good to, you know, turn your stones over on. You can also use like the little trays, you know, if you want to. Either one works. So we'll start with the tray. So you just rattle till they flip over. And then, so if you haven't rhinestoned, but you like to do the diamond art, I suggest that you try. If you want, I can get a little kit together and send you some supplies to where you can try it out. So, but I really enjoy it. If I know when I carry, like here's one of my 40-ounce tumblers. It's hard to turn it sideways when it's full of fluid. But when I carry these around, like when I go into work or something, everyone compliments you. They love the tumbler, and it's a little bit extra special when you can say that, thank you, I made it. It just really, really highlights your day, makes them smile, and you might even get a sale out of it, you know. But it's just it's a talking point for sure, and like I said, it just really makes my day better when I have people complimenting my artwork as I walk around. So it's like usable art. Anyway, so I'm going to start. So sometimes you can just do a little test daub. I'm just doing one on the back of my hand, make sure my nozzle's cleaned out enough to where I want to work. And so I'm just going to cover part of this in some glue and work from there. I don't want to do too much because you don't want the glue to dry before you finish. So before you can get to it. And honestly, I try to be like real consistent with my glue, but sometimes it is what it is. So here is me showing you the new tip. And I've been thinking about messaging Kelly and letting her know that this is a thing. But I know she's super busy with her store remodel and all that. So, and of course my hand's in the way. Let's see if I can do it without my hand being in the way. So again, it dries clear, and you can see I put just a little bit too much glue on there, but it's okay. So when this is fully dry, you can scrub it with like a nail brush and some warm water, and it will clear off any excess glue. And the surface of, here are my 3D printers, the surface of that belt is a little bit rough, so I didn't sand it. So now I'm just spacing them out just a smidge so that it lines up more with the buckle. Because, I mean, we're not trying to be perfect with this, we're just trying to add a little bit extra oomph to it, so when it's in your bathroom and your guests come over, you just look a little bit extra fancy. And it only takes a few minutes to do. And so you can do as much or as little. You could do a bunch of little stones, that would of course kind of take longer, or you can just do a few big stones. I thought about rhinestoning the entire thing, but I really do feel like it's a waste of time, especially since it's only going to be on someone's counter for just a few weeks with the holiday. But I'm going to try to have like a little like a craft fair kind of Christmas holiday fair booth, and so I feel like this would set me apart from the other 3D printers. So I said that it works, and now it's all clinky. I'm just using way too much glue. So you got plenty of time to adjust this stuff. This putty in this little container is super old. I can't find the one I was using yesterday. I don't know where I put it. I've cleaned off my desk like 15 times and it's still a mess. Okay, so we're just going to. So here I'm kind of keeping in mind to keep it aligned with the one at the top. But you know, no one's going to go in the bathroom and then wash their hands and look at it and be like, oh, whoever that rhinestone artist was you know, did a really crappy job. Nobody's gonna do that. You're gonna be like, oh look, that's got a little bit extra oomph in it. A little bit extra cheer. We are our own worst critics, and I am 100% guilty of that. Wanting everything to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing is perfect. Alright, so now we can take the little end, kind of position it a little bit more. Oop. So you can do this to earrings if you use the smaller stones. You can just add some oomph to some earrings that you're making. You know, just you can put some on, if you're putting a decal on a tumbler, you can just add just 2 or 3 little sparkles here and there. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect, but there we go. So if I hadn't been on the live, that would have taken me 2, 3, 4 minutes, 5 at the most, and probably took me longer to find my gold stones than it did to do it. So that's just an idea. If you have a 3D printer and you're trying to kind of upscale your products, you know, you can add something that way. I was going to show you, this is what I'm working on too. This is a Yeti tumbler lid for a 40 ounce. And so I'm working on, but I'm going to have to use tiny little stones to try to make the mountains, but I think that would be super pretty. So anyway, I just wanted to pop on and try to get my algorithms to algo and do all the rhythms that they do and just say hi and kind of give y'all an update. So if y'all have any questions, feel free to message me. You know, I'm on Facebook, Rock City Tumblers, all that fun stuff. My Etsy shop is Rock City Tumblers. I have a website, rockcitytumblers.com. So feel free to just reach out if you have any questions, or you want to get into blinging. I can help you with some rhinestone stuff, all that fun stuff. So I will see you guys. I hope y'all have a wonderful week, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.